times it's terrifying. Their ability to skirmish, duel is very threatening, but at the same time, MKOI have really good scaling thanks to the center. They've got good pick potential. They have solid team fight. Oh, I do notice Miwin is very low on the top side of the map.
He senses that spot. He senses walking in. Yet top just solo killed. We'll pause for now because KC, this is their invade. Koi want to ward them off and get Yike out, but the level 4 Pantheon will not cede to anyone.
Being able to punish now for Dragon. Kana being able to get that solo win as well on that top side. This is KC, at least 6 minutes in, having a very strong start to this series.
Now, the swap that we would typically expect KOI's bot lane is, they're keeping them matched, they're keeping the top lane matchup matched as well. Now, KC in a position to secure these grubs, but KOI...
engage, turn, great by Alvaro again on Rally, gets the Magnustorm and Flatty. He's kaput. Over to Jojo to start the fight off as Cyclone into a Yike who decided to be here. His ulti's already down. Yike has no escape, and now Yoya knows it. What a punish and what a charm again. This is why you don't give Jojo this sexy little believe. Kana doesn't get the damage off, but it's turning into a dive. Dagda is Miwin dead.
I think he is, Yike.
It's quickness. The needlework's going to help out, isn't it? But for how long? Close with an easy kill and an easy dive.
Yeah, I think this is actually huge for KC, because if you end up going for some kind of fight here, Yike's ultimate isn't quite off cooldown. Vladdy just used his in the top side, so they kind of wanted that pick to cement something here. And now you end up leaning over towards the Dragon. Vladdy playing very safe under the mid lane tower, denying MKOI any sort of wards. Like this, though, are going to be dangerous for the Akali, because she can always TP in behind MKOI as they try and contest. So you can kind of see, okay, it's going to be the gate out, but Kana always has these options to go for it as Alvaro.
Engages onto Alvaro. It's a quickness in response. Targma starts it off. Crashdown is disengaged. TP comes first out of Miwin. On the other side, I see Jojo teleporting to another angle in front of a ward because it picked off Yike, who ran in charm. Went astray. It's not the same as last fight. It's Cyclone as well in the back. Kana rinsing them. He's going to die. That's the trade-off, though. With the pressure he's provided, he's made it a 4 for 4. Rather, excuse me, it's Koi with numbers down.
Kana taking down Jojo and Alvaro. Looked a little dicey as he went into the backline, but here we go.
This is a semi-global that adds even more. Miwin's caught out. This is like a fridge without a freezer. What's the point? Kalista's going to take him down, and another bite the dust.
Still, though, everyone in KC moving down towards Dragon. That's going to be the focus. Alvaro stepping forward, but no room present to keep him in place just yet.
Alvaro doesn't have his Magnustorm, though. If this turns into a fight, the big engage that we've relied on, which we didn't see last fight, is not there. Crash down regardless. Targetmas caught out. His Celestial Blessing behind time, and Kalist comes in to save the play. And front to back now with the Fates call as well, and Kana finding the cutoff angle. The top laner, Korean, is doing it again with a Shuriken Flip land in place. Yoya will drop where he stands. KC are winning fights back to back.
KC have come to play. They want to right the wrongs that MKOI had the last time they faced off. But every fight, KC are turning back against MKOI.
KC are keeping it very simple. They're just picking a target and killing them, then turning their attention onto the next target. There is no coordinated front-to-back play coming out from KOI. They are game. 3 dragons secured.
Jojo. He was in the middle of the way, but now he's in trouble. Yike's going to get the stun down. Last of the Spirit Rush, but he's not getting out. Jojo down for Flatty. And this Ari game will not
shifted in favor of KC.
It does feel like a great lane for Kalist and Targamas. Has shifted from what we saw last time when Super and Alvaro are able to outplay. Kana doing the same. Miwin brings out the needlework, but he's going to need it against different members. KC flanked from the foreground, but in front, Kana stands his ground. Teleport to send him away with Herald to block and take the turret. KC have top open as well, while Jojo's trying to get bot.
I was going to say, honestly, nicely done.
But you showing up. You're getting us ready in a very nice, soothing way for 15 seconds of the fight. Koi maybe the same flash. Engage the all-in. It works. Kalist is down. He's caught out. This is giving me deja vu, but Tarkman recovers the fight, puts him up against the wall, and Kana slides us right through. Miwin sidestep, but Kana Shuriken Flip. He's landed that. He's on no HP. He goes back in. Super flashes away. Dies to a spear. But the cinema of game 1 warms your heart.
How the hell did KC just win that? The 80 carry is picked up.
A fantastic fight gives space for Vladdy to then work with Yike to clean things up. And then Kana thinks to the uncontested. KC in firm control of game 1.
Yeah, and especially as Jake was already highlighting there, the fact you've got Hex Tech Soul now for KC off the back of it, yeah, it was a phenomenal circle. Great circle usage. But yeah, I think it's just, this is...
Lean on that just yet. Now, push here from KC towards mid.
Kana's behind though.
Top wave getting done as well. Quickness onto Alvaro. He runs away. Realm Warp to catch him as well. And the support engages down. KC have got numbers again as they open up mid alongside.
KC just
catches life. Kana played with them, toyed with them while Baron went down at the cost of no lives.
They need to try and get out of here though. Vladdy's walked away. No Realm Warp available, but they're going.
Stuns up. Mirwin wanted the kill, but now he's going to severely regret the day he walked into KC. KOI are going to stun him up, try and get their way out. He knows, Elyoya, that there's only one way out, and that's in a coffin. As KOI are getting picked apart. This game no longer close.
KC are just tearing KOI asunder. Every single pick, every single skirmish, KOI, they're just getting caught out everywhere. And Kana drawing so many tools in the mid lane as well to then get away to safety just adds insult to injury. Vladdy, he's getting dangerously low.
He is. Alvaro will get the engage, but it's about the follow-up here. Super autos him down. Shutdown goes to Alvaro, unfortunately, but it's a kill. The turnabout play, Flash calls down, and Alvaro has to escape once again as Super's just trying to use his range, but with Hextech Soul, there will be no more chase while I jump up, and you couldn't tell by this performance. Outside of the insanity there, I mean, Tarkman's his engage have been fantastic. He shows it once more to Alvaro, who's slowed down and will not be moving from that piece of ground. Collects with another, and the Realm Warp bringing in KC with Baron to try and end game one right in its track. Super, he's caught out as Vladdy looks for the stun. He'll flash in under turret, but Betty says he has a secret tool in the arsenal. He's not going to use it yet because he just gets his movement speed, gets on out, charm. Okay, Zonya's beat down.
It's Kalis just doing his damnedest, but here we go.
Onto Kana, but he's in the shroud. He shuriken flips out. He's stunned up. He's Zonya's now. But look at the Elder. It's going to drop. Kana will die, but for the Dovahkiin to fall in response is going to be called worth.
Pantheon ult is coming through.
Yeah, they want to take it with Elder. They force it, no problem. Jojo's out. Stun's going to miss, but it opens access to the tier 3 turret. KC have now opened an inhibitor alongside it. Kana moves towards mid. One brick falls, the whole wall goes with it.
Another inhibitor going to be
going in dark.
One ward to be cleared out, none left remaining. Alvaro's been the engage, he needs a miracle, but KC surely won't let that happen. Kana sits over the wall, Alvaro a great engage, but they need follow-up with the Dawning Darkness following in. KOI hope, they wish for a prayer, but already the engage is down. Super's about to burn too, and KC just run it forward. There was no dream, no way for KOI back in this game, and KC have made sure those underdogs stay dead.
Targamas with the fantastic counter-engage, phenomenal denial of the follow-up means that KC clean sweep the fight, and they set their sights on the Nexus.
Great stuff from KC, a commanding game number 1 to start off the series.
This is what you expect. This is our first seed. This is our first stand representative. It's only game 1, and you don't want to be an Andy, but as Andrew Venier-Stay would say, it's only just begun for the French.
Is that what I would say?
I've heard to be one of his dogs.
Yeah, bark at him.
Well, I think I still prefer... Actually, maybe I prefer MKOI draft now. They really cooked
They
here.
got the Nautilus, man.
It was
They
a very
actually
interesting
threw you
draft
for
to
a loop.
look, yeah.
And we do have a bit of a lane swap, gents, with 25 seconds left to go to Grubs. I now see Mirwin playing Nico bot.
Yeah, one of the things I wanted to highlight though is when you see Lucian Nami, oftentimes you kind of wanted something that could enable it.
Yep.
This is why oftentimes you see it with Sejuani or a Vi or a MKOI, something that could play off it to set up for a strong Colleen. And this was kind of what was missing when we actually saw MKOI get that early lead on us, was something to enable it. But here we go.
Full dredge line with Ignite. Kalist, second skin to a kill.
Sorry for Mirwin, but there is.
Rasp, Kana turns into Cougar. Wants the range pop blossom, flash and matched. Danglebarb surely to follow, Riders. Unleash, Kana has nowhere to go.
He's in a perfectly fine position here in this early game.
Flash, Alvaro, dredge line turns into the Nami, but the ulti sends up Kalist. Instead, Targus will either rearrange target as a kill over to Super. Tagged out in a return dive. Super hits from the side. Alvaro should not be given agency on an engage. Relying on the strength of this solo laner to keep the game rolling in their favor.
I mean, we'll see how things transpirate.
Yeah, Yoyo is going to take that immediately. And you can see Vladdy playing incredibly scared here, but on the bottom side, yeah. Chase down, spear misses, so you won't get the
For
speed up.
face checking. The Herald will definitely help, as it should do a decent amount of damage into this mid tower, but Kalist, he's managed to rotate round that tower. It's definitely not going to fall. Meanwhile, top lane, Karna continues to do work.
Koi can do anything here. They have a top lane advantage. As you said, Karna will stick his ground because he's got no teleport. He'll have to walk down, but he's going for an inner turret while Koi stopped the dragon stacking. Herald's taken care of. Tangle Bubs slows down the play, but again, with Grasp, with a HP Nidalee who can queue this turret, that inner is gone, and Jojo's going to get there for only the remnants.
Great trade on the map. I think KC made the right call, although Jojo will find Karna.
I wonder who wins.
Oh,
Koi now looking to start off the other card, but I think Casey's fine with making the trade for mid lane tower.
Yeah, the Impale is down for Yike. The wave just about to come up for Targamas, which means a lot of the twos are gone, but I don't know if they were even aware that Otacon was available. As you can see, they're trying to move down towards his bottom side, but it's gone. KC, a little late to the party.
But will they turn up for the second show? El Yoya's walking in blind, and Alvaro is running against ground, but Yike's engage might not be perfect. The Nami ulti in, Vladdy from his side. Jojo catches him by the hair of his chinny chin chin, with a culling out as well. Meerwin tries to buy time, Tangle Bubs doesn't connect, but Karna, with all the gold lead dredge lined up, Poss spots him through. El Yoya follows in, Karna goes deep, but meanwhile Vladdy's ulti finally comes out. Super's ulting from the back, he's ordering 3 more members. Alvaro, dredge line not going to be found because he doesn't.
There's very little that Koi can do, so they just sat as spectators with no easy way to force that fight. KC leveraged their range, chip away at the HP bars, and now they'll put themselves at soul point. And
that's the way the KC need to try and play these fights. You notice that once they're on the objective, it is relatively difficult to try and oust them from that, especially when Yike has that ultimate. Back it away, but that's a very low Baron.
Don't flip
this. Go over. If you flip this, the King of Thieves will know. He'll take it from 3k to 2. KC looking to play the edge of the fight as Jojo jumps in. Kalist doesn't take a spread. KC knows that the Baron isn't recoiled. It's sitting at 3k. Impale miss, but Koya sent out. Vladdy sends them away. Thanks for the leash. Yike doesn't need to be a thief when he's the true inheritant. Alvaro's engage would be good, but with a bubble out, it's disengaged territory for KC. A double already picked up, but Karna makes Meerwin irrelevant, and he's not even here.
But he's going to start it off. The smite available for Koi.
Where's the engage?
Big Alvaro against the wall. It misses. Kalist repositions, but he's sent upward. Koi, this fight is there. This dragon is theirs as well. Something for the retribution of that poor Baron.
KC were hoping for a 2-man miracle on the dragon, but MKOI shut it down, and now you've only got... Okay, Karna. I was about to say Karna.
He's got AP now.
With the Baron buff, but will it be the bot tier 2 for it? Looks like it.
Remember, they had 3 grubs, and the great thing about Nico, even though this goes down, Nico pushes turrets incredibly quick. If we get a chance, we might watch it win.
But it's still a
Baron. You're right.
I don't know if this trade is worth it for Koi.
Okay, I take it back. I take it back. That turret goes quick. You're right, against Baron. I mean, Meerwin's still going to get inner, but now open inhibitor bot. That's going to be the trade-off.
Oh, Jojo thought he saw the angle there as Kalist went forward onto Targum.
They cannot give away Mountain Soul to this Nidalee, surely.
There's a wave pushing in bot lane as well that MKOI never dealt with.
Jojo flash. He flashed for that. He wants to engage on Kalist, but he gets nothing. Impaled down onto Alvaro. A bubble in the air holds him still. Koi, the thought is that they've done damage to Yike with a teleport to try and end the game. Karna's here. It's going to be mid. It's going to be Vladdy to make the move. The fight already goes bad for Yike, but in 5 versus 3, KC have themselves a defender. It's Jojo there to hold the wave. Vladdy pulls back. In goes Karna, but 1 versus 4. Not yet. Pop Blossom out. Karna's stunned up in the end. Meerwin auto to his doom. Super gets auto now for free will. And Koi, the fight, outmaneuvered, outsmarted.
Pain in the team fights. KC just aren't getting the value that they need from these key ultimates.
The split decision, well, I say it was clearly a team decision to send Vladdy into the base of Koi to try and go for the end. Yike was left isolated, and Koi made a fantastic choice of locking him down, getting rid of the front line, and picking apart KC. Now they turn their attention to Baron.
KC trying to get it back in. Yike there has flash, but is it gone?
4,
it's way
3, 2, out. Yike, not there in time. The ulti down from Jojo, genius. Vladdy's ulti does nothing. Well, Yike again is free Scorpion. I've eaten that before. It tastes great. Super knows. He goes golden. Now in a burn. It's chicken for dinner as well. El Yoya to clean that up. And Koi have sparked into the series.
Out of nowhere, Koi have found the vice that they need, and now
Super is the boy who lived. Kana left by his lonesome under the turret. Fear not with a redemption. Fear again. Kana knocked up. 4K gold lead. Be damned. KOI's team fighting. Their aggression. Their stupendous momentum rises again.
And then kind of his damage on his Rift Walk went down for a little,
But that's next patch. We're still playing. We're still playing on 25-10, and so the thing about Kassadin is.
So KC can reset and look to see if they can test that top side objective.
Yeah, I think this is where it kind of gets a little tough though, because I think for MKOI, you have ways to try and play
It's like
towards
jungle
him.
presence, and as I say that, look at Yike and Elyoya.
Boy, limps in, Tarkmas in, and the response. First ulti, instant flash out, but Jojo's going to be feared. On top, Yike is ready, but saved by his teammate. Elyoya did a fantastic job as Tarkmas got involved. Alvaro flash! He does it again! His engage is out of this world! A double over to the scaling, Kassadin, and Alvaro, the Spanish bull, brings in Super for a lead, for a jump. Look at live, look at this Virus top. Kana about to get solo killed as we watch back, and Alvaro's coming in. The dive's going to follow up. The kill over to Milan. Alvaro's everywhere.
KOI's second drag, well, their first dragon of the game, the second overall. And nothing but impressive with how KOI been playing this early game. Elyoya and Alvaro, they're waiting for Alvaro to arrive, and here's the cow.
He can pop his ulti straight away. Flash immediately burn. Kana does the same. Equalize going to do absolutely nothing. TP in response. Alvaro about to die. Yes. Tarkmas has him in place. Deadly flourish. Misses, and Vladdy wants the kill. Away with the rocket jump though, and at the tip of the end, health bar flash shut down.
Which was this next Rift Herald fight. Yike trying to see if he can get some poke down to Elyoya, but Jojo even pushing the wave. Needs level 11 for the fight. Alvaro goes.
He turns it into an engage. His unbreakable wheel now up and available. Super's firing away, and Tarkmas is caught out. Super gets a reset from that as well. Ulti burned by Elyoya. Now that the Crescent Guard's down, we look towards bottom. We see a 1v1 where Miwan's getting revenge for the first two games. A hail of arrows, a hail of daggers, and a hail of top laners. Looking at Miwan's return arc.
And hail MKOI in this one. Incredible stuff from it's actually Kliss wants to open up. They want to keep going.
Alvaro has no ulti. There's an ulti pop by Yike. He wants backline access, but he finds it anyway. With the lights turned off, Super can't get out. Herald held down. Jojo with an ulti jumps in on top of Yike, gets a kill, but 1 versus 2. He limps, he flashes, he escapes.
Super oversteps, and he ends up getting caught as well as Alvaro now goes in.
Alvaro with his ulti available though, he has it, but he's so low on health. He ran in and KOI didn't want the engage. Explosive guard, Tarkmas body slam. Follow-up's great. Elyoya, Crescent Guard. He's in, but he's in 1 versus 5. Down into the ground, the captain of KOI, singing no longer.
2. KC had an early game lead, then they threw, KOI got an advantage, and then KOI ended up throwing back themselves.
Right.
Even with a winning position, KOI have made mistakes before, and it's KC that's first on the Dragon.
Look at where Jojo is. He's in behind though. I don't think KC realized that there's a flank going. Now they do. He got spotted on the ward.
The Dragon goes down to KC at the very least. Herald also breaks open mid. That's a massive push. That TP. Alvaro's waiting. A flash instant. A bump in. Vladdy's made a mistake with explosive cast. Buying time. Alvaro in the way. The deep dive from Yike. He's found Super. A kill. A kill for KC. Yike gets out. Elyoya jumps in. Vladdy running. The storm down. A trade. That's what we get. Miwan dodges deadly flourish under turret. Chains of corruption. Tarkmas slow. Hail of arrows. Kana gets out. If only slight. A 2-for-1 for KC playing on inches.
Vladdy survived for so long in that engagement. Everything was sent his direction to try and keep him alive, and it means you get the 2 kills, you get the top tower. Looks like it might be traded by Jojo in the mid lane. Actually a TP there to try and keep the mid lane tower alive, but it's Anakan for KC.
Now there are 4 members alive as Super makes his way back out onto the map. The Anakan has been started, and Jojo is stacking up his ultimate. He set his sights on the Anakan. This is a scary situation for KC.
Jojo stacked up Mega Blast, and he runs into 3 people, though he's going to be feared with the Kassadin. Does he care? He's scaling, he's deadly flourish. Killis gets an auto, but still fear in their eyes. KOI, they're running into the Anakan. It's still leash, still leash, still leash. 17-2, reset. It comes in.
Jojo jumped in as Kliss had to reset. If there was a couple more autos in the tank, that could have been Jojo going down, but it means that MKOI get into a position where they can steal
See,
that.
they now sit in front of it at 5k, being taken down. The curtain call opens up. Alvaro got his own control. There's the ulti. Yike turns the light off, but it is Super who takes the Dragon down.
KC it's something that Jojo will have to be very cautious of as, oh, Alvaro goes
Great
in.
engage. It's onto Targamas. Maybe just dead. Super's in as well. Targamas caught out, trying to clear vision when Baron just spawned. That is an unfathomable mistake.
And Kana's on the bot side. No TP available for the next couple of seconds. So MKOI, I think they just get to rinse this. They have so much damage. Jojo, again, going to play Peacemaker with KC as he keeps him away.
He jumped onto Khaleesi, jumped into the brush. He can jump back out. He's taken half his HP. The deadly flourish misses, but that gives time for Baron. Yike is sent away. 1800 jumps in, but he jumps in late. Yike is left stranded as Super covers the escape route, takes a kill. Jojo jumps in himself, and the equalizer to slow them down won't do anything of the sort. And yes, they're hitting Jojo. Yes, they killed the mid lane Cassidy, who finally got to level 16. But KOI are winning this game through the longer these fights go. Understated when we talk about KC and KOI, and even their round one best of 5. Vladdy, though, getting dove on will take away resilience and add in fear. Under turret, Jojo, some good damage returns for the Chaos Storm, thanks to Vladdy, but he has to back away. Kana getting a turret on the other side of the map is one good. Mega Blast Cone waiting to be taken. Electra, but he missed it! He was outside. He jumps. He's got an equalizer on top. He flushes the barriers. Curtain Call looking for this little Yordle at 4. Just misses. Meanwhile, in the rest of the fight, Jojo's now returned. He teleported in to win the rest of it. Almost thrown away by a dangerous Super. Brought back by the Canadian mid laner. It's 16. It's scaling time. It's Monka time. That's KOI run to match point.
There is no more time. It is over. MKOI find the fight in front of the base, and they can go for the end.
They were doubted in round 1. They were called the underdogs, but against KC once again, biting the bullet here as Jojo looked for his last kill of the game. KOI are no longer frowned upon. Instead, the Spanish fans see all the death screens of the blue side lit up. As those timers get less and less, they wait and they look for the final moments.
KOI will set their sights on the Nexus. They'll look for match point, and in a commanding Game 3 victory, KOI will take down KC.
Why is it we always get close to an international event and KOI...
I hope KC wins. And I think KC will win.
I would always actually like to see KC win just to get a 5-game series.
That's true, that's
I
true.
want to highlight, I really like how MKOI kind of forced Kana into a tank. I think
Smites.
Jojo waiting around the corner, but Yike gets a 2-man. That's drowsy into a sleep lilting lullaby, and it's going to find Alvaro as he flashes away. Already damage has been done, and Vladdy with the follow-up and Cliff gets first blood. Jojo now has to flap away, but Vladdy will be unrelenting with his follow-up as well. Over the wall, he'll match it, but against Red Buff, he might have gone too far. Ivan helps make it a trade, but Yike is doing grubs in the meantime, and even though kills are traded,
We'll be trying to utilize, and if you ever end up with that public execution going towards Sivir, you can spell sheet, it'd be perfectly fine. So I think that's where you'd be looking more towards people like Vladdy to try and make sure that he's going to stay safe, but at least he has Valkyrie and Flash.
middling LCK top laner, who is now leading the league. Now, what can be done up here? Let's look at the play. Targamas has set this up, and Alvaro's caught out. Ulti gets only one, but not yet. He stands, he delivers, and he gets KC in
The
it.
helicopter and the parents doesn't show up in that one, and it means that KC are able to get in towards the dragon. They get the Rift Herald, immediately goes down in mid, won't be able to finish off the tower, but will get a good chunk. And Kana, that was so much damage onto Elyoya.
Just a very...
He has no
Wanna
ulti
try and
though.
play for
Kana,
him?
oh, he's 5 seconds off. Look, count it down. 3, 2, 1. Ulti's in, and Mirwin, he's going to be put to sleep. Bedtime coming a little bit early here, and Mirwin already knows he's going to stand in place, and decimating smash makes it easy. Great
I
time.
don't think it's long for this world.
No. It's
Let's-
just constant clear.
Easy, secure. And KC just taking firm grasp of this game. We're 18 minutes in. It's a nearly 3k gold lead. It's likely going to be that once Kana secures this objective, and they didn't have to do anything complicated. That last out of tower in the top lane will be the next point of focus for KC. And they are
But 6k, it's not going down quick enough. And KC are moving into position. KOI are getting threatened out. Daisy playing zone control. That's nice for now, but at 3k, maybe a flip, maybe something for Elyoya. Patience wearing thin, 2.5, solar flare engage. Kana sets that up. Elyoya puts him to sleep. Good night, sleep time. Game 5, it's all right.
The line has been tranquilized, put to sleep, and the kingdom that MKOI was building is crumbling around them. Incredible fight from KC.
I mean, Yikes.
lock the artillery in place faster is going to be in the best spot, and KC have done just that. 3 dragons now to their name, pressure on the map, and MKOI again kind of moving as this unit.
See how it handles out. Kana's going to ulti, try and send us to the final charade of our top 3 in the league to face off against G2. KC are done. They do not say goodnight this time. They do not give up. And off the away, Mirwin is panicking because Yike has his number. The dust, it's so full. And everyone jumping in on the Jojo can't stop because Kana doesn't die. KC with more merits. Alvaro shouldn't even be close because the zone control will batter them dead. It's only a soul to go at 3 minutes 15 if we're still playing this game then. A turret trying to be taken by this Ambessa. I mean, Mirwin wants gold because KOI have none. Back to the drawing board it seems as Targamas might even be executed here with Baron to all 5.
Bot tower. A small moment of relief for KOI.
Last game of the best of 5. 11,000 is the difference. KOI on their deathbed here, hoping to defend what seems to be an impossible task. Mirwin will jump in, but you see Vladdy as a corky stands and cares not.
Cannon minion doing a lot of the work, likely to finish off this tower. They'll get the extra wave, and there it will go. The first inhibitor has been exposed, but KC, they don't want to slow down. They move their way over towards mid lane, and they'll take another.
The MKOI waves just don't exist. The second they walk into range of Kalist, they disintegrate. And it's just allowing KC to walk wherever the hell they want. They will back off. 2 inhibitors taken.
Target.
Up still goes.
Follow flare's great. It's an engage onto Jojo, but not bad, but the damage again. Yike hitting another sleep means Alvaro will be next to go. And with the Nexus in their eyes, with an ulti from Mirwin to escape, KC will just take the remnants of what's left on KOI's standings. This is it, and yet again, another deja vu. KC always find a way. KOI are going to deliver one more game for us, but this will send us to MSI. This will be our final.
It's even the Cassiopeia of 4 melee champions means you're almost guaranteed to get some value off the Cassiopeia
100%.
ultimate plus the miasma. So the only person I think is going to struggle with some value is potentially
Quick wave clear. Yike also coming up as well. Quick back. Can they stop it? Mirwin, he stays. In the end, he's not level 6, so he needs the wave. He's got a couple of minions to go, but he's interrupted. Flash away, Super's coming under turret. You said it! Benny, chop, bloody chop. Super has already picked up the kill. Getting excited as well for KOI. They've also got Alvaro. Yikes, caught out. What a play from the superstar 80 carry.
more breathing room when it comes to those later game fights.
Ooh, this dragon is looking tense. Here comes Yike.
Alvaro looking for the hook. Yike sends the ulti. It lands perfectly, but it's not onto Super. Again, how strong are they? Vladdy gets stolen up, but Super looking for the reset. Out of mana, though. Out of mana. The ignite down to Jojo as well. Vladdy looking for the abscond of Duckton. Miasma needs to come out with the bullet time into range. Casey needed to fight early, and they shot.
You needed to stay away as MKOI. You don't have the damage to try and match back against this. And when KC, which then opens up Targamas with his ultimate to now use a bot lane, point to Case.
Oh, he missed so Vladdy missed. The petrifying gaze connected. Jojo flashes away, kites back with the shield of Duran connects. Targamas has done his job while Alvaro sets up for the kill. One step, Super flashes in, getting excited. On the Targamas gets another. A double over to Super Hot. He'll die, but a Jinx has 4 kills. That spells fear.
Super diving into
This
the
has basically been solo farming.
Yeah.
Non-stop roaming. Ooh, Targamas.
Yeah, he's caught out. Petrifying gaze keeps him in dead, or rather than Miasma. The bullet time zones out to save the support, but with a zap, with a rocket, kill number 5, Super Trooper again. Guys, they want it that way, but they're going to start it off at least to try and bring equilibrium in as Yike is walking in.
But look at where Mirwin is, just kind of cutting off Renekton from getting in here.
Nature's Grasp going to do exactly that. It might turn into a play. It captures again the hook. Lands with the bullet time. Does even better. The setup is great as Elioya gets thrown to petrifying gaze though. The Canadian turns and burns. Super now with range. Casey playing scarce. Kalist may have pulled off the
Run away
kill.
to safety. Now though, Kana's isolated in the bot lane.
He's slowed down. He has no way of getting out. His flash already burned. Mirwin tries to predict those. Slice and dice gets him through anyway. Nature's Grasp as well. Wait for the flip. Mirwin finds him, and this Dominus won't be giving him enough health. Even under turret, Elioya cares not. Bramble smash. 1 versus 3. Kana's not enough. Jojo joined in while Herald is going to be used top in this counter play.
That's the thing, MKOI didn't end up pushing mid to get the mid tower. They didn't rotate bot to get the bot tower, which means KC get back onto the map and are able to now put pressure. Alvaro!
He got a hook. He got a hook. It's in his pocket. He got the hook. Kalista half zapped away, but Super's got a new target as Targamas will just run out. Alvaro's already used his hookers. Top side will not end up going down, but Koi can't
towards
get
the bottom side. So at the moment, kind of KC trading relatively effectively, but I think actually MKOI, they're just going to abandon Dragon. They're just going to look for a setup in this top side.
Looks like it. They want to get a bit of deep vision control around that side of the map. Kana finally going to get this bot tower. Casey should be able to secure this.
Oh, but it's an engage. It's an engage. You say that, but Kalist not caught out by the cats. Instead, they look for Alvaro. Chompers out. Bullet time. Onto 2. Re-engage from Targamas. Elyoya in trouble. Strain Lash out of range. And yikes, ulti misses. Just out of range as well. Super can't trade yet. He ain't a 3-item jinx.
Elyoya actually knocked Targamas out of the chompers, which means that he then had a window to escape. He will sidestep the rocket. Dragon going down quite slowly. This will give a lot of time for Koi to unlock this mid tower.
And that's really what they wanted. The fact that MKOI kind of hid in the bush, they didn't fully commit to that tier 2 and top, which I think is what KC were expecting. It means that they're able to get that mid lane tower, still establish that vision that they need to.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if he can make a Zeka play of his own.
Oh, no, the hook misses, though. Jack sends out the ulti. It's into Mirwin, so they don't care too much, but they need a good engage. Vladdy will find it first. There's a flip back, though. Vladdy's in trouble. Mirwin dodging the bullet time. It only gets Alvaro as well. The pushback while he deals with 2 is the Super Mega Death Rocket, and the flip again. Galio ulti in. A one-man, a flash. Casey, though, disengaging. A twisted advance. Set up beautifully. This Cassante team fighting will take it all out, and Yike will die.
Jojo wants to contest this Anakan. Only 3 members. Here comes Jojo.
Kana doesn't have ulti. He needs to flash in, find a core target, but Super's spacing well. 4 members there. Kana walked in, but 2 is detriment. He'll stand and die. The Alvaro, that's not worth because Super got more gold. They got the Anakan and Koi. I can't answer that for you, Betty, because I'm scared. Because with Super, I'm very scared. KC trying to wrap this game up in a different part of the map for now. That means the push to get somewhere because Ocean Dragon number 2 is going to go down. But KC need more gold. They need it now. And Top is at least going to inhibit that a bit.
KC need to start looking at people for making these big plays. This is where you can make or break your entire playoffs. One massive ultimate steal from Vladdy could turn it. One massive ultimate from Targamas could be it. But it has to be into key members, and MKOI are not giving them that chance. They are constantly pushing, constantly to a single final since then. For MKOI, losing to G2 last year, denying that opportunity for themselves. Now, both have a chance to make a name for themselves. Any way for KC to surprise you in any place. Mirwin on the wave in mid. He's the one contesting.
It's melting.
But Super's got 3 items. That's why. Gents, Yike, the hero, the thief, needs a miracle. Yike on a vision, but Miasma not denied. It's taken by Koi. He can't get it done in the most crucial moment of his year so far. It's Koi who swims stronger.
Shot down where he stood. Yike could not do it. When the smite was needed most, it's Elyoya who stands tall. It's MKOI who are pushing towards the base, and it's KC who need to defend.
I'm going to need my asthma puffer because that miasma was perfect. I think Yike can breathe either in a turret, mid going down with it as well. The straw that breaks the camel's back for Spain. It's that Baron, it's the onslaught yet to come.
KC turn their attention onto Mirwin. That's 2 members in the mid lane. I don't know if they even have the damage to kill him.
It's gone to Duck. They've got a Maokai ult as well, but he's going to all out onto Kana. Elyoya is coming to the rescue. He's got an ulti as well. In fact, 20 seconds away. Flip back, bullet time, a shutdown. Mirwin's down. That's 1 Baron less to deal with. Koi looking for a hook, but Alvaro's on vision. Jojo hasn't swept that ward. Super's there as well.
KC, you're trying to barrel down the mid lane, draw MKOI out of here. Hook goes wide.
Vladdy has gone away. When there's a will, there's a way.
The wave is still there. KC just want to run this the whole way down mid. As long as they can keep MKOI separated, they're okay. Targamas trying to play keep away.
Just grasp in through mid. KC have been rooted in. Jojo stands. He delivers yet again onto Targamas. It's 3 kills. Onto this statue is Yike running for his life. For the series to keep going. Petrifying gaze. Cleansed away. Great ulti from Targamas. Vladdy jumps in as well. They were winning it until Super got his reach.
Available. Vladdy doesn't have that option to steal any of these ults, so you've just got way more DPS in the MKOI side, and they know it as they go for the engage.
And
yes, from MKOI is absurd right now.
MKOI back out onto the map. Dragon secured with the Baron. The base is in their eyes. The finals is in their eyes. A spot at MSI in their eyes as Elioya throws the ulti down.
As Yike throws it as well, but here's less more impactful. A turret dead, another one soon. An inhibitor with an excited super. And how excited would you be right now watching these underdogs clean out our first seed?
There is one last fight in KC, one more moment to bring it, but K, going to get it!
Again! They find it! Jojo, once again, gets a GA, but he stands, he delivers. I've said it so many times, because the redemption of this mid laner is insane. A bullet time on a tank means not. Super flashes forward, and Dagda, I think that's it.
Super with the triple kill, and Koi looking for the end.
But can they? Triple kill already. Koya running away. They're not confident enough. They get the wave.
They only need the wave. KC, they're staying.
How do they find a way? How do Koi always find a way? It's so funny with the cats as well. The hook in. Jojo's booking a ticket home. Not as a Canadian, but as one of the European elite. You call them mad, but they're movie stars now. Heroes of the screen. They always win in the